Damn, Koji, you're going full-on Charles Dickens on us. Up, What Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Hitman Chapter 74. So, last time I covered this manga, you had a tale of two mangas where, even though both Amaya Sensei and Kasuga Sensei's mangas were improving in the rankings, we saw that Amaya Sensei's manga still got canceled because not that many books sold. But we also saw that what happens when you get the D. You could be in a shitty ass mood, but as soon as she got that D, she was glowing. She went from crying to being ecstatic. I'm really glad that Koji included that shit. But also in the case of Kasuga, I really love what Koji has done with Kasuga in terms of character arc. It's brilliant. And it also shows you what happens when you're not stuck in this echo chamber like the woke Western comic book industry is. It's really, really nice. And like in the case of Kasuga Sensei, he's just like, I'm gonna prove to this motherfucker that I can make something interesting. I'm gonna blow him away. I'll show him that shit. I really like that. And then the other thing that we got is we got 2 anime adaptations going on. And from what the directors were saying, it's a package deal, and with Takanashi getting the short end of the stick. And this is very, very sad. Oh gosh. Anyway, let's get to Chapter 74 and see what's in store for us this week. And Chapter 74 is titled What a Director Needs. Huh? Really? And that's Kawachi Mio, 2 years with the company, ordinary employee, Vivi editorial department. Yeah, Shimikaze seems fine, but I'm really worried about Takanashi's anime. Oh, damn straight. Shimikaze! Well, I will say this. I am worried about Shimikaze's anime adaptation for one reason. Dio Media is, well, the equivalent of Dio Media in this manga is adapting it. And Dio Media does really shitty manga to anime adaptations in terms of writing and to an extent art and animation, but mostly the writing is just awful. But other than that, even though the volumes are finally being sold, the sales could drop if the anime isn't well received. Beyond that, there's the risk she'll lose her motivation and confidence as an author, too. And here I was thinking an anime adaptation would only have positives. I guess that's not the case. Seems that way. But, hey, you've only just started, right? Don't you have a meeting for today, too? You gotta do your best. That's true, but being told that there's no budget because it's a package with Shimikaze's, the director being a rookie, Tadaishi-san from Rights already having zero interest. Tadaishi-san, I heard about him once from my senpai. Seems like he was in charge of pretty much all the media adaptations when magazine was number 1 in Japan. Seriously? He's that amazing? Yeah, but these days it seems like he slacks off so much he's called us. Oh no, he's called a salary thief. Oh no. Oh. But I'm gonna say this though. This is gonna be very interesting because remember what we saw with Kasuga. When Kasuga Sensei started, when we met Kasuga Sensei, he was a well recognized manga artist. And when we thought of him as a piece of shit, but look how he turned out at the end of the last arc. I see potential with him. I think Koji can do something here. This could be interesting. Ken-chan, think you'll come to the shop today? I want to see you. I'm free after this meeting. Be there soon. He's a salary thief. That's why I'm saying if you advance the story at that tempo, it won't make 12 episodes. There's only 1 volume out, you know. That's why we need to add some. No, that's why we need to add some anime original material. Do you want to drag out every 15-minute episode? Of course, that's not what I meant. It's just what the fans want to see. definitely just the source material. Yes! This man gets it. I'm gonna read this again, because Koji, you are being my spirit animal right now. That's what, I'm gonna read this part again. That's why I'm saying if you advance the story at that tempo, it won't make 12 episodes. There's only one volume out, you know. That's why we need to add some anime original material. Do you want to drag out every 15-minute episode? Of course that's not what I meant. It's just what the fans want to see is definitely just the source material. Thank you! And here's the thing that you could do with it. You could take the source material and, this is what Hoseki no Kuni and Made in Abyss have done so well. Is they took the source material, enhanced it, and made some beautiful art with it. March Comes In Like a Lion does it really well too. Studio Shaft does it really well with March Comes In Like a Lion as well. You don't have to you could still just have the source material, but still like add like beautiful art to it and extend the scenes with beautiful art and still have the source material. Just saying. At least the distributors in the anime studio are serious about this. The One Saving Grace. Oh, damn. Let me read this again. Sorry. The One Saving Grace, at least the distributors in the anime studio are serious about this. What do you think, director? Huh? Well, I'll follow everyone's opinion. I don't want to make Takanashi-sensei mad by just doing what I please. What's with that? Take this more seriously, Kurikun. Do you need something? I'm just taking notes about the meeting. It seems we've covered everything for the time being. How about we wrap it up here for the day? Huh? We can more or less leave the division and organization of the 12 episodes to the director as planned. If possible, we'd like to see episode 1 script by the next meeting. Well then, I've got an important meeting after this, so I'm heading out. Hold on, we haven't finished talking about... Well then, he certainly lives up to his reputation. Just which company's anime does he think this, is? Hey, are things gonna be okay with those people? If you're gonna be my editor, then you've gotta put your back into it more, alright? In bed, too. Yes, ma'am. Well, I played my hand for the time being, so all that's left to do is wait. Hand? Let's see, where was it? I thought I put it somewhere in my bag. Ah, there it is. Here, look. What are those? By the way, could you join us next meeting? Join us for the next meeting? I think it'd be better if the author were there. Yes, I completely agree. And I'm gonna say this, too. Koji, if Hitman ever gets adapted, please be a part of the meetings. I'm dead serious. Please be a part of the meetings like this. Sure, but... Hey, I'm shocked. This script is amazing, Kurikun. It's nothing like what we talked about at all, but it's still so interesting. Yeah. It sensuously delves into the easygoing scenes of the source material and properly depicts its subtle emotions. You've also managed to integrate the comedy at an admirable tempo without killing the story's momentum. I'm going to say this in terms of director. Yes, this is his first project, but so what? Yeah, and it's very risky. This is a gamble. But at the same time, for a rookie director, usually they put their heart and soul into their first project. So, to see this, it's kind of not surprising to me. At least, I don't know if anyone else feels that way. Especially if they're passionate about the project. That's the key word, is passionate. If you had these kind of ideas, you should have spoken up, you rascal. Well, Kinzaki-san told me, please do what you think is best, so, see? When you have someone like Kinzaki, just say, go for it. Just, what do you think is the best? We want your opinion. When you do that, directors get more passionate. And directors and scriptwriters and all that, they get more creative when you give them freedom, when you don't constrict them. And I love that. Yes, he called me over after last week's meeting. Please forget everything about the meeting and just do what you think is best as director. Huh? But if I do that, everyone else will. I'll take responsibility for all that. If they get mad, I'll kneel, beg, anything it takes. Now, why'd you go and do something like that, Kenzaki? It might have turned out well this time, but if it hadn't, we would have wasted a whole week. I'm sorry, but if my intuition ended up correct, I had to do this. Intuition? They stopped once the anime adaptation was decided, but these anonymous fan letters, they're from you, aren't they, director? See what I mean? Director's passionate about this project. That's why, like, when I saw the panel for, like, for Dr. Stone, for example, this was the Dr. Stone panel at Crunchyroll Expo last year, and this was the composer and the sound and the recording director and shit like that. When I saw them and they said that how they composed the music for Dr. Stone was, first of all, he was a huge fan of the manga, and he pictured what music would be perfect for each panel, and as he was reading the manga, and I just love that. And when I see like, for example, at the another example, actually, wordings, holy shit, it was at the Tonikaku Kawaii panel at this year's Crunchyroll Expo, when the Seiryu for Tsukasa said she loves the series, and she's really excited to voice Tsukasa, and the fact that Kenjiro handpicked her made it even better. So it's stuff, little things like that, where you have the production very passionate about the manga. I'm talking about for manga to anime adaptations in particular. When you have the production crew really passionate about the series they are adapting, that they love the source material and want to just flat out bring the source material to life, you can tell in the results. Anyway, I thought I'd recognize your handwriting from somewhere, so what? I'm so sorry. I've been a fan ever since the one-shot, so I was so surprised when I was assigned to be director. But I guess it's kind of weird, right, involving a guy like me. Please, just fire me already. The art and dialogue I would obsess over the most each week, all to convey the characters' emotions through their expressions and gestures without words. The person who sent these letters would always, without fail, notice those parts I treasured above all else and cheer me on. I couldn't be more relieved to have such a person working as my director. Please, I'll be counting on you. You see what I mean? And I'm going to finish this chapter, and then I got a really good point here that I think Koji is trying to make with this tale of two animes kind of thing. And I kind of talked about it a little bit at the beginning, but I'm going to take it to, like, a bigger scale. Likewise, I'll be in your care. In order to not disgrace the source material, I'll give it my very best. This right here makes me happy when I see stuff like that. When a director says something like that, that gives me confidence in the anime adaptation. Seems like we managed to find the perfect scriptwriter. Even so, nice catch, Kenzaki-kun. I can't believe you figured it out just from the handwriting. Well, that's because Takanashi doesn't get many fan letters, so I remember the regulars. Well, excuse me. Wait, I meant, what else could you have meant? I see. So this is the gambler, the man editor-in-chief Yamashiro called Special A. The salary thief stirs. Sorry, can't make it. It's been ages since I've met a guy this interesting. You see? The salary thief is going to be changed by this. When you get in, I'm going to say this about this chapter as a whole in regards to the director. I love this. I love that when you bring on a director that is very passionate about the project. Even if it's his debut project, debut manga to anime adaptation, debut debut movie, TV project. When they're passionate about it, it ends up being one of the most beautiful things executed. Because something that's a huge problem right now that I've noticed a lot in manga to anime adaptations, in some anime series, I would say, a lot of these big studio animes, like a lot of I'm sorry I have to name names, but especially JC staff and Dio Media, and I think that's why Koji used Dio Media up in here to make this point. Is a lot of these big studios, because they're like these like a corporate machine. They're just like a machine. Sometimes they lose the heart and soul of the source material, because they're all about making and this isn't a bad thing to make money. I'm not saying that's bad, but stuff like that is why I stopped watching manga to anime adaptations. When you take away the heart and soul of it, of the manga itself, it pisses me off and I don't want to watch it. So I'm really glad that Koji is doing this. The other thing that this can really be applied to is what's happening in Hollywood, and comparing it to like the independent indie scene. Because in Hollywood, something that's been going on, and I think we've all noticed it in terms of like movies and TV too. You can consider that as well. Is it's very empty and soulless, because of the woke shit, but also because there really isn't anything original going on. It feels like a lot of these movies, because a lot of them are remakes, let's be real. A lot of these movies are just passionless. They don't they don't have that same love and passion that movies used to have. And when you compare them to like independent movies, I'm not saying all Hollywood movies, I'm saying like the majority of them, but like when you compare them to like an independent film, like in the indie scene, because you know, they're small, they're a lot of them are overlooked. They're more, and they're not worried about like, yeah, they'd like to make it big, sure, but it's more about the quality. They're not sucked in by the corporate machine. And that's how, and look, Pixar's a great example of this. Look at Pixar. And yes, Pixar is a big corporation, sure. But the thing is with Pixar, and I went to their studio several years ago. I think this was before they were absorbed into Disney. But you could still see it in Pixar to an extent. The thing is with Pixar, is you can tell they put love and heart and passion into their work. And that's why their movies are so incredible. Not just their movies, their shorts are so incredible and beautiful. I would say like their newer ones are not as good, obviously, but they're still good. There's still beauty in it. Another good example of this is look at Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Look at that movie. Look at that passion, and look at the fun. Look at the heart, the soul of that movie. That you could tell the animators had fun with it. Another one is look at Gendy, the man behind Samurai Jack. You could tell he has fun when you see see like the creators having fun. You could tell. You could tell when a creator, like whether it's a mangaka, whether it's a director, whether it's the actor, whether it's animators, they are when they are having fun, you can tell. You can definitely tell they're having a lot of fun because it's reflected in the art. And I feel like that's what Koji is getting across, is trying to say, is that it doesn't matter. You could be like in a big studio, you could be having like a huge ass production, but sometimes it's the smaller studios that produce the beautiful quality, the love, the passion, the heart of series. And I really like that. I really like what we're getting across here, what Koji's doing. I really do. And Koji, if you get an anime adaptation, I hope you go this route as well. And I also like that Takanashi was brought on. And again, the thing with this director that I really want to point out that I really like is that this one is a hardcore fan of Takanashi's work and even sent fan letters when you're a fan of a series, a fan of a mangaka, like some of them were fans of Kenjiro's previous work, Hayate the Combat Butler, and that's why they wanted to work on this series. When you're fans of the actual mangaka, it ends up being really, really good because you don't want to let them down. But that's my opinion anyway. Very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Hitman content, there's a few ways you can do that. You can donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!